All right. Well, this is the big story. This is the big story of the day. The big story of the day, if you hadn't heard,
Oh God.
RFK Jr. once chopped off a dead raccoon's penis to study later while while on a family road trip. That's what I like about it. He wasn't just like driving around by himself. No, it's on a family trip. He just took time out of his family trip to go and castrate a dead raccoon.
Well,
That was gonna be, I don't know what I'm gonna thumbnail this. RFK Jr. castrates
oh,
dead raccoon.
I actually have an idea, and after the show, I can give you an idea. I can give you an idea, but it'll be very interesting to see if it can be pulled off. You might need AI to help you out.
That's right. That's right. You may need AI to help you out. Yeah. Yet another bizarre interaction between RFK Jr. and a dead animal on the side of the road. He really has like a roadkill
Yeah.
fetish.
There was a
So
dead bear, and then of course I think he chopped off a
a
whale's
whale.
head
Oh yeah.
and
Yeah.
it put
Yeah.
on top of the roof of his family car. I mean, this is almost like a Family Guy skit or something from The Simpsons, like the classic Simpsons from the 90s.
Yeah, no, I mean, you can't make this up. Robert F. Kennedy Jr., the New York Post goes full New York Post in this, an avid animal genitalia researcher in his spare time, once pulled the family sedan to the side of the road after spying a dead raccoon and swiftly cut off its sex organs so he could study them later. The bizarre account by the nation's top civilian health official was unearthed in the new book RFK Jr. The Fall and Rise. We got to read that book. We got to get the author of that book on the show sometime. That will be amazing.
Oh, please. I got to be part of that interview, man.
Authored by the Post's own Isabel Vincent. Okay, that's how they got the exclusive. I guess one of their own writers has the book, who drew upon a wide range of sources, including private journals he penned while living in New York City between 1999 and 2001. Maybe this is why his wife took her own life. Maybe it wasn't just the infidelity. Maybe it was the
just like, God, another animal, another animal.
The roadkill castration fetish he has. All right, so here's the diary. I was standing in front of my parked car on I-684, cutting the penis out of a roadkilled raccoon, thinking about how weird some of my family members have turned out to be. Some of your family members? You don't think of how weird you turned out to be. That's crazy. So I love how he just writes that in his diary very nonchalantly.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Like, I wonder if the raccoon was saying, please, my name is Rocket. I'm part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Reads a surreal passage in which the Health and Human Services head, 72, was reportedly lamenting his rocky relationships with his brother, Douglas Kennedy, and cousin, Bobby Shriver.
Well, gee, why? After this, yeah, they'd have some problems with you too, man. I don't hear them doing this.
My kids waited patiently in the car. He noted, well, your kids in the car. That's the amazing thing. Like, it's one thing to do. I mean, like, it's one thing. Like, it's normal if the kids were in the car. But like, to add on top of everything else, you have your kids in the car.
Hold on.
Can we go to McDonald's, Daddy? No, McDonald's, that's poison. That's bad for you. That's terrible. Hold on. I gotta pull over. I gotta go chop off this raccoon's cock. I'll be right back. Kathy, I'm gonna need your lunchbox. You're gonna have to eat your sandwich in the car seat. I'm gonna need that box with the ice pack. Gotta preserve it for later.
Gotta keep the smegma. Gotta put in my yogurt fruit sandwich. Later.
It needs to be kept below room temperature, otherwise it's no use to me.
Hold on, how about this one? Mother, what is father doing? He's collecting another penis, dear. Again?
Yeah. Again.
Oh my God.
My kids waited patiently in the car, he noted. Later, telling People magazine he collected the raccoon's genitals so he could study them later.
I have a theory.
You could study them later. What do you think he was doing? Go ahead. You can tell me your theory. What was he studying them for?
So first, when you sent me this, I thought you were joking, and then I realized after 9 years of being involved in independent media, this is what our careers have led up to now to talk about this. So here it is. This is only speculation. I have zero proof and evidence. I'm only giving my opinion. This is only based on my opinion and speculation. I believe, and again, I want to be clear, this does not reflect Keaton's views at all, or anyone associated with Due Dissidents, or anyone in the chat. I believe that this is a long-term plot by RFK Jr. to get White House resources to create a very authentic and very real furry costume. I believe RFK Jr. is a closeted furry, and he wants to create a fully functional raccoon penis in a costume to attend the next con to win, to finally win.
Yeah,
the furry competition, clothing. So my idea for a thumbnail is RFK Jr. in a furry costume holding a trophy for the most authentic, real furry costume. Because those people get freaky over there, man. I've heard some stories about how nuts it is. I think look at Chrissy Noem's husband.
yeah.
That administration is filled with freaks.
Yeah, with the
maybe RFK Jr. is a closeted furry, and we don't know about it.
That's true. Could be.
I'm probably wrong.
Could be a wardrobe. Could be a wardrobe thing. Who knows? Maybe that was it. Maybe it was a cover.
Yeah.
The eccentric Kennedy scion's bizarre recollection adds to the laundry list of grisly encounters with animal parts he's had over the years. His daughter, Kit Kennedy, recalled in a 2012 interview with Town and Country magazine that her father's fascination with animal viscera once put a smelly damper on a childhood family vacation to Hyannisport, Massachusetts. Upon learning, okay, so we know this story, but it's worth recounting now, just to give context to the raccoon dick chopping story. Jeez. Upon learning a whale carcass had washed ashore on nearby Squaw Island, the elder Kennedy made a beeline for the beach and proceeded to decapitate the beast with a chainsaw. Now, first of all, how did he learn that the whale carcass had washed ashore? Does he have sources? Yeah,
he could have people be like, hey, RFK, Bobby, we got one on shore. Get that chainsaw ready, baby.
Like his inbred brother-in-law in the lighthouse out there. He's just a lighthouse guy, just lives out on the island.
Kennedy, the signal's been awakened. Like he has a bell.
The whale washes up. He rings the bell when a whale washes up. And where'd he get the chainsaw from? He's just on a long drive, and he go makes a beeline to decapitate the beast with a chainsaw. Could you imagine being on that beach if you're another person and a whale washes up on the beach and you think, oh, wow, how bizarre is this? And then like 10 minutes later, one of the Kennedys shows up with a chainsaw and chops its head off and drags it back to the car. He then strapped the whale's enormous noggin to the roof of the family minivan with a bungee cord, intending once again to bring it home to study, grossing out the family in his dogged pursuit of knowledge. Every time we accelerated on the highway, whale juice would pour into the windows of the car. It was the rankest thing on the planet, she told the magazine. We all had plastic bags over our heads with mouth holes cut out, and people on the highway were giving us the finger. But that was just normal day-to-day stuff for us.
Normal. Well, gee, I wonder what's abnormal. What is abnormal?
Yeah. What is abnormal? And they're lucky they just got they just got flipped off. You'd think they would call the police. You'd think someone's driving down the highway with a fucking whale head bungeed to the roof. Nice. That would warrant the call to the cops. So who knows? Maybe they figure, hey, this is a Kennedy thing. These are a rich part of town.
Yeah, these are rich folks.
These are rich folks.
Mom, we need to call the police. No, sweetie, these are rich folks. The laws of the land don't apply to them. These people can get away with it. Remember, they're inbred like the Habsburgs.
Exactly. They probably figure, well, at least it's not a 12-year-old girl tied to the car with an Epstein license plate on the back. Yeah, so just a whale head. Nothing to see here. Right. In 2024, while briefly running for president, Kennedy admitted to the New Yorker magazine that a decade earlier, who could forget this one? Yeah. He had dumped a dead bear cub in Central Park after a botched attempt to skin it. In an apparent effort to preempt the article's imminent publication, Kennedy admitted in a video on social media that he and some buddies had been drinking when they hatched the scheme to ditch the cub's body and, quote, make it look like he got hit by a bike. The full story is he was on a hike and apparently he was meeting friends at Peter Luger,
Uh-huh.
and he kept this fucking dead bear in the back of his car all day. And I guess time got away from him, and he realized that he wasn't going to have time to go back up to his, upstate house or apartment, wherever he had there, to like drop it off, because he had to be at the airport, which was in the city. So they just left it in the park. They just left it in Central Park because he didn't have time to go take it back to his house.
How about this? Hello, Boo Boo. Boo Boo, where are you?
Yeah.
If anyone's seen Boo Boo, hey Boo Boo, where are you?
Yeah. I mean, what a fucking nut job. He claimed he found the killed cub while on a falconing trip in Goshen, New York. That's very close to where I grew up. I grew up in Newburgh, which is about 20 minutes from Goshen.
Oh, no.
Last year, after President Trump nominated Kennedy to lead HHS, his cousin Carolyn Kennedy admitted in a letter to lawmakers that while in college, he put chicks and mice in a blender to feed his hawks, calling his dorm room, quote, a perverse scene of despair and violence, according to a report in the Telegraph. So far, the results of Kennedy's rigorous whalehead and raccoon penis studies have not been disclosed.
It's for the ultimate furry costume, so he can use U.S. tax-paying dollar money to make an authentic, fully functional furry penile thing to happen, so he can win a trophy. See, that's where our tax dollars are going. Not only besides Israel and bailing out banks, but for RFK Jr. to make a furry costume. This is
impression.
This is just my opinion. All right, and I could be wrong, but this administration has shown me it's filled with freaks.
That'd go over well at the Furry Swingers Club.
Oh, yeah.
What's that smell? This is real. It's real.
I think you can win the championship this time, RFK. Bobby, you got it. I told you, my name is Spotted Eye. When I put the costume on, my name is Spotted Eye.
Even though he's dead, even though the raccoon's dead, I shoot some methylene blue in the dick hole. It gets hard as a rock. It's the real thing.
New York Post, they tweet this out. 5.2 million views. Yeah, this went everywhere last night. RFK Jr. once chopped off a dead raccoon's penis to study later while on a family road trip. Now, this story is so crazy and so ridiculous that even some of the like diehard MAGA chuds can't help but find the humor in it. So even Jack Posobiec fired off a good response. Trust the plan.
No, don't
that's
trust
good.
the plan.
See, that's good. That's sarcastic. See, even he couldn't spin that. Trust the plan. He says, I like this one. Former Obama chef. It's okay, guys. He was an organ donor. That's good.
You know what? I could imagine like somebody finding RFK Jr.'s house, and underneath it, there's this weird like undercellar area. So you remember that scene from Predator 2 starring Danny Glover when he finds all the skulls and the aliens?
Right.
There might be a cellar area, but all of them like preserved penises of different animals. Like, so it'd be like that scene from Predator 2, and like someone like like what's going on here?
It's so funny. It's so crazy. I like Pedro's mustache. Let he who has not chopped off a dead raccoon's penis cast the first stone.
Oh, no.
That's right. TMZ picked up the story, put out a great headline here with the photoshopped raccoons. And then there you go. Raccoons right now. Oh, boy. Rough day to be a raccoon. But then there was some cope. The cope on this. So this was the funniest cope I found here from Random with the check mark. He says the raccoon was already dead. Find the new slant. Typical lame street media hip.
I hope he's being sarcastic. All right, this is not the hill you want to die on. All right, defending RFK Jr.'s honor of chopping off a dead raccoon's penis.
That's great.
The raccoon gets to heaven and says, "God, where's my cock?" Oh, it's still back on Earth. I'm sorry.
Sorry. Can't take it with you. Can't take it with you. You might wonder what the point is of being in heaven without a cock.
Oh,
Poor raccoon. Poor raccoon. Because he ran as an independent and then he dropped out and endorsed Trump. We never got to see RFK on a debate stage. But think of how fucking funny it would be if he were to run for president and stand on a debate next to somebody else, and think of them pulling out all of these fucking stories on a debate stage with him standing right there. It would be so funny. They saying Tucker Carlson might run for president. Imagine they both run for the Republican nomination. Imagine Tucker standing next to him. I married my wife at 21. I've been faithful for 35 years. Meanwhile, this guy cheated on his wife so much that she killed herself, and now he goes around chopping off raccoons' penises.
And here's the thing:
who's the family values conservative here? Not him.
Here's something else you can say. And this is something that the left and the right can agree on. This is pretty weird.
Yeah. Ted Cruz. As someone who looks like a raccoon, I'm particularly offended. You would do this. Think of RFK standing for a debate with all this stuff coming out. That is amazing.
I'm waiting to hear from Rocket.
It always gets better.
I'm waiting to hear from Rocket from the Marvel Cinematic Universe how he feels about this, because I'm pretty sure he's angry after seeing the last Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm pretty sure our Rocket has some words for RFK Jr. I mean, this is anyone who's really good at AI filmmaking should have like Rocket the Raccoon from Marvel face off against RFK Jr. That will get you at least no less than 2 million views if you know what you're doing. Come on, somebody out there, I'm giving you a freebie, come on, make that money. Come on. Make the money now. Rocket versus RFK Jr. Make it happen.
There are opportunities out there. Yeah, I saw a bunch of AI photo renderings and stuff like that. I mean, that just kind of went everywhere last night, and you never know when there's going to be more, And he wears it on his sleeves.
I'm not a church boy.
Wait, hold on. Wait, there's something we didn't think about. Ryan Carter in the chat says raccoon condoms. Maybe RFK Jr. is trying to create condoms for raccoons because they're overbreeding so much.
Yes.
And they're getting into the rodent prophylactic industry, cornering the market. It's population control.
That's incredible. That's really incredible. Yeah. Raccoons no longer raw dogging. They're now wrapping it up.
I mean, what the fuck? You want to chomp off? First of all, why wouldn't you just take the whole raccoon?
No,
take the whole raccoon. You just wanted to chop his dick off and leave the rest of the fucking raccoon there. Could you imagine if Highway Patrol comes around to move the raccoon? Because some animals, they just get eaten by the birds, but sometimes if there's a deer on the side of the road, if there's a big animal on the side of the road, sometimes the animal control will come by and they'll pick it up. Imagine you go to clean up this dead raccoon and you realize its dick has been cut off.
I got the perfect scene. Scene.
What the fuck? How the fuck did that happen?
Scene right here.
Did a crow come by and just bite his cock off? A raccoon cock's like a delicacy among certain bird populations in the area. They just bit his dick off and left.
No, it's better. Late at night scene. Police, sheriff's department, all surrounding the roadside. Hey, Bill, we got another one here. Tell me the scene, officer. The dick chopper's returned. After 5 years, 5 years of unnecessary animal dick chops, the dick chopper returns. A detective is haunted by trying to solve the unsolvable. Who can do it? The list of suspects is many.
Yeah. a serial rodent castrator. It's just his mark. He doesn't kill anybody, doesn't do anything. He just kind of just that's his thing.
Dick off. Who keeps doing it like this?
Like roadkill dicks.
Yeah, the detective is just has this whole line of from Always Sunny in Philadelphia where Charlie has things who is it? Who is it?
Yeah, right, exactly. They got the ball of yarn right around the pictures of a fucking a ferret, a possum,
a squirrel,
the squirrel. Yeah.
Listen, Bobby, you gotta stop it. No, hold on, Johnny, you gotta stop investigating. You're getting in too deep.
You're too deep.
You don't need to know who did this. I need to know for the little critters.
You're over the target. Oh wait, man.
Hold on. 420 Wendy said this could be the next Ace Ventura movie.
Yes, it could be the next Ace
Jim
Ventura
Carrey.
Movie. Yeah. There you go. Wow, that's amazing. What a story.
Okay. Yeah,
what a story.
We really into the deep end with that one, Caden.
Yeah. We told you we would cover that as thoroughly as we could. I think we covered it from all the angles.
From
I think we did
costumes to movies to
I think we did a very thorough job. Yeah, I think we did a very thorough job. We really delved into the facts and then we speculated as to what the broader significance of it is. I think I don't think most commentators would treat that story with the level of seriousness that we just did.
Yeah.
I think we really went the extra mile there.
Yeah.
This is why people watch us.
Please clap.